Hi everybody! Today we want to take this time to show you how to assemble a boardwalk sign in if you're using Offering the Park Place, just remember it's the exact same process, only using the Park Place bracket. We have all the necessary items laid out on the table, so just so you know when you start, these are the things you want to make sure you have. You have your pole. This is a 48-inch pole. The pole also will come as, you can offer a 30-inch pole, or during the winter months we actually have a 60-inch pole. Your boardwalk bracket or your Park Place bracket, either one. You want to have your spear tip handy. You want to lay out the numbers that you're going to be putting on your sign in the order of the house number. We just have it one set out here because we're only going to apply on one side, but you'd want two of each number out. Your trusty mallet for putting the spear tip onto the pole or installing in the yard. If you don't have one of these, they are $8. Your squeegee and your application tape, which are used for applying the numbers on your bracket. These are $2. Your tape is $12, and this is worth the price of gold. You need a Phillip head screwdriver, a number 6 metric wrench, or just another pair of pliers to help hold your bolts and nuts, and you need 2. Craft knife. Some people prefer to use craft knives when they're applying the numbers, and would that work? Or a pair of scissors. So these are all the things you need handy. Ms. Lynn's going to sit here or show you guys how do you apply the numbers. Okay, Lynn. So what Lynn is going to do first is she's going to take her length of application tape that she will need for applying the numbers to the bracket. And basically what she's going to do is take it so that it goes from one side of what's called the blank area, which is the area where you put your numbers, and pull it across so it extends from one end to the other. So what she's going to do is even the numbers out, lay them out in the correct order for the house, 3, 7, 4, 5, and then make sure that they're vertically straight and they're evenly spaced out. Next, she's going to apply it to the bracket. Now remember, she still has the paper backing to the numbers. So the only thing that will be sticking is the application tape. So if she doesn't like the positioning, she will be able to pick it up and move it. Again, that is simply because she has not removed the backing to the tape yet. After you've applied the numbers and the tape to the blank area, you'll take your squeegee and press down. Part of this will help, it just helps to so that the numbers stick to the tape when you pull it back so you can remove the backing, which is what Lynn's doing now. Now she's just simply removing the paper backing to expose the adhesive back number. Next, she will lay it down back onto the bracket. and smooth the number out. And then take your squeegee and rub it across. Now her goal is to make sure the number is adhered to the blank. She's going to pull back the other side to remove the next two numbers. We at the home office, we like to work with 2 numbers at a time. We just feel it makes it easier. Plus, if you're interrupted, it's easier to work with the number. Sometimes, particularly men, they like using the arts and crafts knife to get between the paper backing and the number, just as Lynn just did. They just feel it's easier to get in there with it. Again, she's going to lay her numbers down so that they're attaching to the blank area. And now her goal is to smooth them out to force any ear bubbles that could have possibly been trapped between the number and the blank out. Now she's removing the application tape. Notice that she's doing it at an angle and pulling it across slowly. And there you go. Now you have the house number 3745 applied to your boardwalk bracket. Again, you're going to have used the same process if you are using the Park Place sign. So after you do this, you're going to take your 48-inch pole, at least that's the one I'm using for today. Move out the things I no longer need. Okay, so you take your 48-inch bracket, your pole. I'm going to insert my screw, or my bolt, excuse me. Lay it up back down. Next I'm going to take my bracket. Now on the bracket there are holes. Hope you can see them with the camera, but there's holes pre-drilled into your boardwalk and Park Place brackets. So what you're going to do is take it. Can you see it? You're going to take it and you're going to insert the bolt into that hole and into this hole. Whoops, sorry. I got to lay it down, guys. I'm not very good at keeping it up. Okay, here we go. So I've got the bolt going through the pole and the bracket, and see, here's part of my threads. So next I'm going to take my nut and just with my fingers tighten it on there. And this is, again, it's just to get it going on the thread. So next I'm going to take my little I just prefer using these over the wrench, and my screwdriver. I'm going to hold my nut while I tighten my bolt in. I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to make it. And personally, when I do this, it goes as far until I can't make it go anymore. All right. So my last step is going to be to attach my spear tip into my pole. And I want you to notice it goes inside the pole. These are called insert tips. And then I'm going to take, once I've got it going, I'm going to take my rubber mallet and gently tap it. And there you go. You have your boardwalk sign. You have your boardwalk sign on a 48-inch pole. And really quick, because I haven't been motioned to. So if I'm going to install it, I'm going to install it, let's say this is my street going this way. I'm going to install the sign going perpendicular to the street. And I'm out